Der Führer hat das Wort.
There will be setbacks and false starts. There are many who won't agree with every decision or policy I make as president, and the international order that we have worked for generations to build. Ordinary men and women are too small-minded to govern their own affairs. Order and progress can only come when individuals surrender their rights to an all-powerful sovereign. This victory alone is not the change we seek. It is only the chance for us to make that change. And that cannot happen if we go back to the way things were. It can't happen without you, without a new spirit of service, a new spirit of sacrifice. In this country, we rise or fall as one nation, as one people. Let's resist the temptation to fall back on the same partisanship and pettiness and immaturity that has poisoned our politics for so long. Let's remember that it was a man from this state who first carried the banner of the Republican Party to the White House, a party founded on the values of self-reliance and individual liberty and national unity. Those are values that we all share. And while the Democratic Party has won a great victory tonight, we do so with a measure of humility and determination to heal the divides that have held back our progress.
Fucking sheep.
First birth of freedom in this nation was dead on arrival. Never even had a chance to breathe deep because of the spiteful tidal wave of those with the minds to exploit native people like droids, based upon a heart-shaped void rather than logic, which would have dictated the kindness. But by the revolution, it was far too late to find it. Smallpox, slavery, mass and genocide, the land of democracy is a motherfucking lie. I light up a doobie to ease my nerves for the future. Watching Gerald Celente Trench journal on my computer. Advise the peace, not police will end the terrorism. But the DHS has fascism as its mission. So wisdom's revived while the markets are rigged, while mainstream media economists publicating shit with no semblance of fact, just more Keynesian lunacy. And an NSA that just don't know what the hell to do with me. No matter who gets elected, this country's still gonna suck. Because it's the institution, not just the people that'll fuck. Such is life, oil price, crashing from an overabundance. America got what it wanted, but now it's already crying for something more. So get prepared for propaganda and war. Lots of families torn to pieces. We live without a second or more. Born into a society that beats off and is downtrodden. Some say let's save the nation, but face it, it's already rotten. Forgotten one day when this world no longer cares. And there's no CFO or Royal Institute of International Affairs. Where's the real leaders of this generation's minds? Are they afraid to stand up, or are they still blind to the vicious organ harvesting compounds in Tianjin, or the forced sterilization of Native American women? Digging deep into the facts can leave you disgusted enough, but it's still better than being among the deaf and the dumb. Ignorance is in bliss society. This tells you it is. Pseudo-intellectualist, quoting Ayn Rand, materialistic bitch. Switch from the trope paradigm that they got your thoughts in. Where to keep you from thinking. They leave your mind boxed in with rotten toxins over a decade of state-funded propaganda until you can hear the truth, not even understand it. We're stranded out here in the land of the lost wasp, where ignorance is God sent shadow no matter what the cost. This is the land of the free, huh? It's dead on arrival.
Wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
All the rage can be a new age slave, engaged in debates that don't affect your faith. Letting pseudo-scientific fakes pervade your brain. Explain how you come to believe things on the proof display. Deranged claims to raids are things danged or games. Chicane games to make it plain. You're getting played. David Icke's in sight is like that of a troglodyte. How many more tons of bullshit will you truth us by? Cause I've had enough of Alice Bailey 7 rays. Reptilians ignite this whole damn new age. Who paid Benjamin Green to promote his Lord Maitreya? Marcus Garvey making a god of the Haile Selassie in Jamaica. I'll never understand the human need for absurd beliefs. Circular reasoning and outright lies are all we seem to speak. I think it's time for the lies inside your mind to die. Unless you'd rather be asleep and sheep your whole damn life, but why? Beware the philosophy that tastes the sweetest. The deadliest poison is the one that makes you to eat it. Go and do a modern day man to learn your ancient secrets. It's like going to an agnostic to learn to be a theist. And while an open mind don't have to be a weakness, you'll find the fakest minds often portray themselves as the realest. And when things are at their bleakest and the shit is at its deepest, never let yourself lose hope, though I know you're slow to see it.
Yo, my life is rinse repeat. On the sidelines watching crime and violence right in front of me. Weed smoke in the week, yo, at the weekends where it peaks. I'm sick of the sheepish fucking attitudes of dudes who speak to me. I make music, I do it to rinse myself of the foolish actions of actors I've had contact with. It ain't movies. Fuck, I take two, gotta do it all in one move. So I suppose that's why people follow the moves that other humans do. Bitch, it's useless if you don't choose your moves wisely. Timing is something I need to get down like before 22. I'm a certain as wine connoisseurs, so on a word with a wordsmith. I'm a shepherd, a leopard, herding and killing sheep, wise as serpents. Don't tell me this ain't my purpose, bitch, cause this time I fucking earned it. And I'm only scratching the surface, uncovered a diamond, while you're still programmed into finding a 9 to 5. The dream seems so motherfucking frightening, what?
Beware the philosophy that tastes the sweetest. The deadliest poison is the one that makes you to eat it. Go and do a modern day man to learn your ancient secrets. It's like going to an agnostic to learn to be a theist. And while an open mind don't have to be a weakness, you'll find the fakest minds often portray themselves as the realest. And when things are at their bleakest and the shit is at its deepest, never let yourself lose hope, though I know you're slow to see it.
The largest intelligence apparatus in the world with the biggest budget in the history of the world has been looking for Osama bin Laden for years and years and years and can't find him. Some doofus jerk-off reporter with a camera crew waltzes right into his hideout and interviews him. So why do all these fools believe this charade? That a CNN reporter and his little camera crew can do what all the money and all the assets and all the eavesdropping and all the intelligence and all the satellites and all the undercover operatives in the world can never do.
It was the former head of Homeland Security, Governor Ridge, who published a book a couple years ago admitting to the fact that they had issued fake terror alerts as a pretext to take American liberties and distract the public. And of course, even the New York Times has reported that most terror plots have been orchestrated and planned by the FBI as a pretext to rationalize and promote their expansion and existence.
You know, that's the thing about 9/11, man. Jet fuel can't melt steel beams. Who do you think ran that controlled demolition? Planes don't make buildings collapse into their own footprints. Who has profited the most off of the endless war? Who would have access to kilos of nanothermite before? Why was NORAD given the orders to stand down? Why did first responders notice molten metal upon the ground the day before the Pentagon announces it's missing 2.3 trillion? It's time to wise up, open your eyes and fucking listen. It's been 15 years since this nation totally lost its mind. Even by mainstream lies, it took over a decade to find Bin Laden, when really there's nothing connecting him to 9/11. And anyway, how free is this country at present? See that phone tap, NSA surveillance state, Department of Homeland Security, and the fucking TSA. What has any of it done to prevent terrorism? Nothing. they were just building an open-air prison panopticon where Big Brother might be watching all the time. Larry Silverstein made billions, but victims never saw a dime. When the towers fell, Operation Vigilant Warrior was in full effect. Now anyone that's not a sheep is a domestic threat. CEOs that just happened to be sick that day, yeah right, like paper untouched while metal's burning before your eyes. Learning about it will change the meaning of the American dream, like when you find out that jet fuel can't melt steel beams. Who do you think ran that controlled demolition? Planes don't make buildings collapse into their own footprints. Who has profited most off of the endless war? Who would have access to kilos of nanothermite before? Why was NORAD given the order to stand down? Why did first responders notice molten metal upon the ground the day before the Pentagon announces it's missing 2.3 trillion? It's time to wise up. Open your eyes and fucking listen. 5 dancing Israelis, the men at all. What are the odds? Even the king of the Saudis blame 9/11 on the Mossad. Then there's a lack of debris around the Pentagon. Passports that survive fire, they say, turn metal to jelly, a tiny unpack. Clean lawn and fake clothes upon the celly. Lies from so-called witnesses backing up the official report. Pundits doing their very best to cut actual witnesses short and vilify certain firefighters that live in New York that were there when it happened. Cleaning staircases when they heard a big boom coming up from the basement. Statements that contradict each other dozens of times, like water to wine the head. You think George Bush was divine, scaring you so they can shake your entire worldview. Crisis actors getting interviewed with the script on Fox News, using terms like ground zero less than an hour after they fell, while ignoring Building 7 when it collapsed as well. Who do you think ran that controlled demolition? Planes don't make buildings collapse on their own footprints. Who has profited the most off of the endless war? Who would have access to kilos of nanothermite before? Why was NORAD given the order to stand down? Why did the first responders notice molten metal upon the ground the day before the Pentagon announces it's missing 2.3 trillion? It's time to wise up. Open your eyes and fucking listen.
We want to bring in Mark Walsh, who's a freelancer for Fox. You live just a few blocks away and witnessed.
Dude, I live on the 43rd floor of a building, which is 5 blocks from the World Trade Center itself. I witnessed the entire thing from beginning to end.
People talk about how it looked like a movie. I know when I came walking down here early this morning and saw both towers on fire and people on every street corner, it was like a movie. But you watched the planes hit the towers.
I was watching with my roommate. It was approximately several minutes after the first plane had hit. I saw this plane come out of nowhere and just ream right into the side of the Twin Tower, exploding through the other side. And then I witnessed both towers collapse, one first and then the second, mostly due to structural failure because the fire was just too intense.
For instance, the free fall of Building 7 into its own footprint on the afternoon of 9/11 in under 7 seconds, going down at free fall acceleration. And we show the structural engineers. Did you know a third tower came down on 9/11 at our booth? And it stops them in their tracks. It's really exciting because they go, no, what are you talking about? They go, yeah, well, look at it. Tell me, is this building coming down by fire or controlled demolition? And they look at it and they think, well, that's obviously controlled demolition. 90% of them say this. And we go, then we have a conversation because we go, well, hey, this happened on 9/11. This was the third tower to come down. This is the third worst structural failure in modern history. And you and I didn't know about this? Why aren't we being told?
You know, everybody out there is talking about being a leader, being successful. And yet, nobody wants to talk about having to be a trailblazer, actually having to be the first to lead the way. Don't listen to the naysayers, they'll always tell you lies because they view you and what you do through jealous eyes. Pride wrapped inside of envy breeds the foolhardy, like those who supposed to love political parties. Hardly worth the time to mention, but the thorny words still state, bringing with them the potent poison, hope destroying, killing dreams. And while it seems these things are right before your face, but say, all you know, take back control. Yo, you've got to lead the way. Just let me say a couple things before you zone back out. Do you believe in freedom or just within politicians allow? Clouds crisscross with chemical trails, Pepsi sales, iron blind brains are dying. Think who can actually spell any more? It's like mathematics, philosophy, and critical thinking. When will we know someone to control these chemicals we're drinking? Lincoln led to brain damage and psychosis is easy, but getting out of the water supplies where it's getting greasy. Seedy politicians, city and state employees have no remorse for the way they're exploiting the population based on racism and hate of the poor. I think I'm joking about you. Open the the door to your local grocery store. Organic is through the roof, while the junk food is the cheapest. I mean this, sugar addiction is a serious weakness, diabetes, or should I say diabetes. The bankers are leeching, keeping the people broke and greedy. Don't listen to the naysayers, they'll always tell you lies because they view you and what you do through jealous eyes, pride wrapped inside of every priest, the foolhardy. Like those who supposed to love political parties. Hardly worth the time to mention, but the thorny words still stink, bringing with them the potent poison, hope destroying, killing dreams. And while it seems these things are right before your face, but say all you know, take back control. Yo, you've got to lead the way. We to change, not just some loaded political slogan. We'll never see it if all we do is keep hoping. Open your eyes to the good and evil all around. It all seems down at first, but at times it gets worse too, Searching for an answer in all the mass media lies. Just think for a moment upon some of my rhymes. Why would terrorists blow up people of Brussels when those who benefit the most from it have political muscle? They connected with terrorists, attacks, an illusion to promote the reintegration of the European Union. See, I'm talking about killing ISIL's number 2 with bombs, but the number 1's still an Israeli Mossad. Riyadh runs more terrorists than Tehran ever could. Watch the MI6 and CIA up to no good. Government agents are the ones that should be locked away in court. They'll have the day, but it's we who still got to lead the way. Don't listen to the naysayers, they'll always tell you lies because they view you and what you do through jealous eyes, pride wrapped inside of every breach, the foolhardy. Like those who supposed to love political parties. All the words of time to mention, but the thorny words will stink, bringing with it the potent poison, hope destroying, killing dreams. And while it seems things are right before your face, forsake all you know, take back control. Yo, you've got to lead the way. Don't listen to the naysayers, they'll always tell you lies because they view you and what you do through jealous eyes, pride wrapped inside of every breach, the foolhardy. Like those who supposed to love political parties. Hardly words of time to mention, but the thorny words will stink, bringing with it the potent poison, hope destroying, killing dreams. And while it seems these things are right before your face, forsake all you know, take back control. Yo, you've got to lead the way. God damn, I got some serious aches and pains. I just gotta reduce the pressure building against my brain. No way will Tylenol or aspirin really work this time. So I grab my wallet and drive for a couple of dimes. Not if anything illegal, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I don't do opium like a Muslim or heroin like an immigrant. I'm living within the constraints of the law, and what's more, I'm supporting the medical profession when I go to the drugstore. I can get Percocet, Percodent, the center oral tram, all for less than what I'd pay for a couple of grams of H. But it's totally bad, while the lot is okay. Popping Demerol, Vicodins, I don't, and concept all day today. The chemist said my prescription had run out. I started wiggling, and he told me, please calm down. Then I left, steadily losing my polite filter. See you pissed off and proudly looking for some painkillers.
Ain't no such halfway crooks.
Cruising down the block with a hound on my mind. I call my homeboy Brett, he's a vet, just charged 2009. It rings a couple times, then he picks right up. I swing by his apartment, park by his pickup truck. We talk for a couple of minutes as I explain my sitch. He'll sell me oxys, $10 a pop, man. Son of a bitch, I pay it cause I'm fiending. But I asked Brett first, yo, can I get a fix a little bit cheaper than that, bro? Tells me about a guy named Hector on the southwest side. Then just be a number that tells me just how much I can buy. At the last minute though, he starts talking about smack, and I pipe up that shit both illegal and whack. He laughs and asks if I know painkillers or opiates. Heroin and Percocet are neither the same thing. I didn't know that shit. Then he sends me on my way to a street unfamiliar. Just another chapter on my quest for painkillers.
Ain't no such halfway crooks.
Things were sketchy at first when I saw his set, but Brett's connect was chill as anyone I'd ever met. See, Hector was in the gang, and he rode a motorcycle. He sold heroin on the block out of a hollowed out Bible. I started with a little bit here and there, like a responsible adult. But within 2 months, my ass was buying in bulk. The sweet release lasted moments, now its tolerance increased. At night I had dreams, the Hector's whole set deceased, and me escaping into the night with plenty of pride. A few nights later, I was ready to make it more than a mere construct of my mind. I got a 9 for a couple of grams and a tray to throw away. Now I'm waiting outside, Hector's real late. I kick in the door, guns blazing, spraying the place. When a shotgun racks fast and erases my face. Now I'm dead for trying to rob a gangster ass main dealer, because my dumb ass was so addicted to painkillers. Life's too short, so I've got to keep it candid. I know it's all complex, but in time you'll understand it. They didn't just let 9/11 happen, they planned it. A free man don't ask for his respect, he demands it. When will we as a species stop destroying the earth? How many more wars will it take before we have learned? Burned by the fire, that is government debt. When the loan sharks come back around to collect, let the thoughts I express just make your mind clearer. You know, only compete with the man in the mirror. To be a better man tomorrow than who I am today. See, I'm a little bit stronger than I was yesterday. So yes, I pray that my soul might elevate. But it didn't help me none, just left me alone and afraid, waiting for a change that somebody else might make, until I stood my ass up and took a hold of them reins. Now my brain works over time, weighing the wrong and the right. Sometimes it seems like my mind processes in kilobytes, and the world's coding in gigs, just another hurdle to fight. The war between the flesh and the mind, with my soul as the prize. Walking out the corner store, and I'm starting to leave when I see some kids walking on the other side of the street. White, brown, black, to them it don't mean a fucking thing. They just wanna have fun, no, but it taught them how to be. How to think in a box, or how to be bigoted fools. I can't help but think that really sometimes it's not so cruel. We can take something so pure, then we crush it to dust by undermining those kids and abusing their trust until they trust no one but their divisive puppet masters, making them break each other down each day much faster. To racist bastards and fanatics are all that is left. I shake my head, then just let out a deep breath. This is the world that I live on. It's so ridiculous. Our ancestors fucked it up, and now the rest is left to us. I keep going through my day after I get in my car, but I had to write this song, each of the 32 bars. Then that's just too minuscule for you to comprehend. Extended tensor bowel scans augment facial recognition, molecular vision edition within metaspheric satellites. Switching currents urgently create an electronic battle sites than your pulmonary system, leading to palpitations, death from natural causes, according to investigation by government agents obsessed with death and destruction. Conspiracy theorists, anyone with basic deduction functions, unstunned by the lies being told on Fox News, and aware of all the illegal things corrupt cops do. Walk through a courthouse, oh wait, that's right, you can't. All because of some so-called judge acting tough. Little big man, take off that robe, the bailiff can't take off his badge. And watch me, the rest of the nation, beat your motherfucking ass. Congratulations, you laugh, locking drug offenders up for life. When it's your time to be judged, we'll all laugh as you cry. No lie, I'm so fucking sick of this nation of bullies. TV got you thinking federal agents are like Mulder and Scully. Society's like an anti-intellectual nexus. To see how many morons think George Bush is from Texas. Leeches, leeches, and demons acting like they Jesus, taking notes on the Bible. Now can you really believe this? Do you think one of those thugs gives a damn about peace? They'd be more likely to brand you with the mark of the beast. RFID already started secretly beneath the skin of an infant, able to erase your digital existence in less than a fucking instant. Good luck trying to use the credit cards on all of that Bitcoin now. Now you're just waiting stationary for militarized lockdown and raid so they can lock you up. Thorough education, have you praying to Masons with that flag got you waving. Ever wonder why they call it the New World Order? It's because America's the new high priestess of mass slaughter. Mothers and daughters, sons and fathers dead from a drone, blood flowing like water. Murderous lunatics in uniform getting turned into martyrs. Push for the war that consumes more lives every second, or whether to consume this whole world if we fucking let it. But we can't, we have to halt this militaristic murder cult. Soaring eagle just like the right, the Ionese twofold coalition of the willing, more like the coalition of death. On the mission of death, using opium and oil to keep the Middle East in debt to the IMF, UNICEF, WHO, eugenics peddling rats that need to be exposed. How minimum vaccines that sterilize and cause cancer need to be forced in third world countries before we demand an answer to indigenous species going extinct all over the whole planet. Rainforest clear cut, international paper got a mannequin warehouse making billions, raping the environment, but got the balls to talk about humanity's entitlement to the resources around us when trees are living things. But of course, just look at how we treat human beings. Things could be different, but not until we stop the mass death. These are the words that come from my heart to my very last breath. The future is starvation mixed with mass medication. United Nations Agenda 21, third world extermination. They poison our air, the food, and everything that we drink. They tell us we all gotta die to make the planet clean. Soylent Green is people, be a metaphor of fact. Culture feeds on death in more ways than just that. The fossil fuels we use are engine decay remains, anaerobically creating what we use today. Take propane, petroleum, coal, and natural gas. Killing you fast, but not as fast as a nuclear plant. Stand up and become another water drop in the ocean. The powers that be want you mentally broken. The very ones that chastise us are the ones killing the planet in a pitiful war. Death on me, death and taxes. Actions speak far louder than words. Never could, so use your mind. Wisely Soylent Greens in your hood.
You don't understand. I've got proof. They need proof. I've seen it. I've seen it happening. They've got to tell people.
Tell them what?
The ocean's dying. The plankton's dying. It's people. Soylent Green is made out of people.